my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman & Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan, and today we're going to continue our video series designed to educate the public, so please subscribe to our channel. You know, when you have a marriage and there's a divorce and there's children, one of the things that's discussed is custody. One of the things that's discussed is parenting time. We talk about custody, visitation, support. Those are all things that are approached in the negotiation as we talk about finalizing the divorce, because divorce is not just about houses and stuff, it's about the kids. The question is, though, what if you raise the child? Turns out it's not actually your biological child, but you raise this child as your own. Do you have certain rights in the way of parenting time for a child that's not yours? Well, let's look at different scenarios. Suppose you adopted the child. This is a child that the parties adopted during the marriage. Maybe the mother is the natural mother or not, who adopted the child, whatever. The question is, if you adopt a child that's not yours, as the father, can you expect parenting time and that the court will give you some visitation with this child? The answer is yes. I mean, the court will certainly look to try and give you parenting time, won't necessarily look at the biology of it. Obviously, it's going to turn on what's in the best interest of the child based on circumstances. So, if the court decides that, you know what, this is a child who only knew one father their whole life, and whether or not he's actually the biological father, this is the father that the child knew. This couple has held themselves out as the parents of this child. The community knows this guy as the father of that child. That is how he presented himself. That is how this family unit was displayed to the public. The kid doesn't know another father. In that circumstance, it's likely that the court will order parenting time for that father, even though technically he's the biological father. No, he's not. Technically, he's not the biological father, but he is the putative father. That is to say, he's either the adoptive father or he's somebody who, though not the biological father, has always acted as the father, and therefore it would be very injurious to the child to all of a sudden have a scenario where he can't see that person who he regards as his father. It's interesting because, you know, sort of in previous generations, you would always have these extended families helping raise the kids. Many people I know would have a child, and guess who would actually raise the child? Grandparents. The child would live with the grandparents the whole week and only go back home to actual parents on weekends. And what would happen? Parents would work. They would work Monday through Friday. Grandparents who were not working would take care of the child, and you know, they'd have the child back home. So what's in that situation? What's in the best interest of the child? Is there parenting time available? Let's not talk about the grandparent scenario because that's a very specific set of laws that deal with that. But my point overall is that sometimes, even if it's a non-biological parent, it's in the best interest of the child to have parenting time with that individual. If you have any questions about your case, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out.